Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The video cut off, so I guess it's been broken off into two parts. It sucks. I like to do my videos in half, but, when you do too much filming on this camera, it does cut off. Like I said, at number 12, Sephiroth from Final Fantasy. He, he's on here for a bunch of reasons. Now, what makes him a super badass super villain is he was a genetic engineered super soldier in the world of Final Fantasy. If you ever played any of the Final Fantasy video games, or if you ever seen the animated movies of Final Fantasy, they created a character called Sephiroth, who basically was the answer to fighting the bad guys in a futuristic time, where he's got superhuman strength, superhuman speed, stamina, and fighting capabilities. And then one day an alien spacecraft crash on Earth, and somehow he ends up getting all these powers and becomes a super powered super soldier who turns against the scientist that created him and made him into a super soldier, and he becomes obsessed with immortality and suffers from a split personality disorder. Of course, he becomes obsessed on wanting to have immortality, and then the scientists are forced to respond by creating clones of him with his DNA to create clone super soldiers to fight him throughout the whole entire movie storyline. Now, he drives a badass motorcycle, has an indestructible sword, and of course, he basically thinks he's the good guy when he's the bad guy. And plus, women they think he's cute, they think he's sexy. Girls actually like Sephiroth. So I know some guys might be jealous because, Sephiroth might get more attention than you if you play Final Fantasy and the girl go, he's cute because he drives a badass motorcycle. So what better way to be a badass supervillain to have a big, powerful, indestructible sword, powers that you get from an alien, you're immortal, you're a super soldier, you drive motorcycles, and even though he's a bad guy, he still gets all the hot chicks. Can't be that bad of a bad guy, right? Coming in at number 11 is Palpatine, aka Darth Sidious from Star Wars. Now, what makes him into a badass supervillain is nobody suspected him was the Sith in the Star Wars movies. Yeah, I know people hate the Star Wars prequel films. I hear it all the time on the internet. People hate the prequels, love the trilogy. Some people even believe. Now, their opinion on the prequels have changed since we have the introduction of the Star Wars films for the sequel trilogy. Now, people want to accept the prequel trilogy. It's funny how it turns out like that. Palpatine, what makes him so dangerous is that the guy has power beyond human conception. Like, he has force lightning. And when he displayed this power, no Jedi or Sith could match his level of skill. And what